has to smoke in order to watch the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said a quarter of an ounce, but I don't even think like you meant. The way you measured, I feel like you measured more, so that's a possibility that like you.
I probably eyeballed it. That's an industry term.
Eyeball.
We'll talk about that off air.
And 8-ball is something else then too, isn't it?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's not my jurisdiction. No, but if the Cavs have been a lot better with the new head coach, it tells you that the first guy obviously wasn't, he wasn't the guy.
Yeah, the white guy.
I'm not going to go there, but he wasn't the guy, so they obviously didn't respect him. They didn't like his coaching style.
They're a bunch of thugs.
Right, they're a bunch of thugs. From the word go, when Kevin Love said that he didn't want to play for a coach that came straight out of college.
Straight out of Compton.
Right. He didn't want to play for a coach like that, because he wants to rebuild. Kevin Love doesn't want to rebuild. Kevin Love's 32, 33 years old. He wants to win right now. I don't blame him for that. And then didn't this new coach, didn't he sign an extension? We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he ended up signing, I think, a four-year
extension.
And he's only coached, like I said, 12 games.
Wow.
So,
like I said, I hope the man, continues to get in these young guys' tails and light a fire under them. And, next season, that's, I don't want to sound like an average Cleveland fan, hit the reset, right, the rebuild or hit the reset button, but
that's ultimately what it is, though.
Yeah, give this man 40 games next year, then see how he does. I don't want the Cleveland Cavaliers to look like the Cleveland Browns situation where it's a revolving, rotating doors with coaching. I can already deal with that on the shores of Lake Erie. I'm not dealing with that by the Cuyahoga River with the Cavaliers. I'm not doing it. But I just want a damn good head coach for this team. I just want a damn good head coach. I'm not saying win another championship, but just win games.
Make it compatible.
Exactly. Make it compatible. Like even though I'm a hometown boy, my allegiance is to all three of my sports teams. It just gets so bad where I can't even watch the Cavs anymore. But every Sunday I get up and I watch the Browns with no problem. I don't understand that.
We're a football town. People don't want to admit it, but we're a football town.
Oh yeah,
we
are.
So much.
People and I'm a tribe fan. That's what I am. I'm an Indians all the way. I mean, I'm baseball, but you can't deny that a Super Bowl in Cleveland would be the biggest thing that has ever happened to this town, city, state, anything.
I was downtown for the Cavs victory parade, and the night the Cavs won. If that would have been a Lombardi celebration, I think people would have been jumping in the river.
Absolutely, they would. Yeah.
Some dude picked me up over the bridge. Like, when that happened, like, the backstory really quick, it was after Game 7 was won. I saw a father have a child on top of his shoulders. The father was jumping up and down, and the kid was just bouncing around like it was bound to have a concussion in a few seconds. Then from there, I was walking back to my car, and a little prelude before, postlude, whatever, words.
Words.
So afterwards, once I got to my car and I was driving away after an hour, people were driving their cars with no feet or no hands and driving with their feet.
Wow.
They were hanging out of their cars.
Oh, yeah, I smacked the chick's ass. She was twerking out the window, so I smacked those buns.
I mean, hell yeah.
Right. I mean, what was I supposed to do? We just won. But I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
No, it's okay. That was totally worth the input, though, honestly. That was...
And then you got a black eye during Game 7 of the World Series.
Yep,
we talked about that.
That happened, too. Yep.
Wow.
So, anyways, though, that guy ended up picking me up over the bridge. He could have been drunk. He could have been sober. He could have been... I'm not even going to go there. I almost did. I almost slipped, but whatever way you float, that's cool. But, so, anyways, though, he picked me up, and it was over, the Detroit Bridge, and that was in that moment. I'm not even that big of a Cavaliers fan, but what had happened was, you know that line really well, don't you, Riggs?
Oh, what had happened was,
So, anyways, what had happened was he picked me up, hugged me, I hugged him back. I was lifted above the bridge, I swear to God I was gonna die, and I just thought in that moment, I went, if I die now, it was worth it. That was cool.
We had a championship.
Yeah, it was. I was on.
That's right.
I don't know why I'm picturing the Lion King, how he's picking you up over the bridge.
He wasn't picking me up like this and just bound to drop me.
That's right.
And then a little backstory about the Cleveland Indians, since Riggs brought it up. So when I was in Gateway Plaza when Rajai Davis hit that home run. Obviously, everybody was jumping up and down. Some guy got too close to me. I got too close to him. Whatever. He jumped up. I jumped down. I got elbowed in the eye. He started apologizing to me like I was gonna like ruin his family life or whatever. Like he was like really concerned, and I'm like, dude, don't worry. I'm like, if we win, I'm like, it's okay. Like this is something to remember it by. I have a black eye for no reason because the Indians won the World Series. And then also on the way back after they lost, I was looking over that same bridge, and I went, if I jumped right now, like. Whatever. Like,
well, yeah, after we lost, I would have fucking jumped.
I wasn't happy. That was a bad day.
Yeah.
That was a bad day.
That would have been a good birthday present for me. That was on my birthday, too.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted, oh my God.
Yeah, that would have been great. I mean, that's like that's my sport. I mean, come on.
We have to hold off on the Indians talk, though. We have plenty more to talk about the Indians.
Plenty more.
But anyways, though, with the Cavaliers, Riggs, you gave your input about the Cavaliers. Keith,
Words.
Obviously, yes, exactly. Keith, obviously you're an Indians guy, but I'm assuming you're just an all Cleveland trifecta at the end of the day.
Hell yeah.
So what are your thoughts about the fact of the coaching change? I mean, first and foremost, they ended up playing better, and they are playing for a coach they want to play for.
Right. Well, that's what matters. I mean, you guys, how many here has played? You guys have played high school sports, I'd imagine, right?
No, I rode a skateboard. I should have played.
Okay.
I should have played sports. Like I got older, and I'm like, damn. I should have played organized sports instead of trying to be Tony Hawk out here. But
for the cool people over on this side, we played sports, and yeah, I mean, look at it. When you were in the locker room, did you want to play with somebody you didn't like, or did you want to play with somebody who gave a damn about winning, or and forced a team around you to be able to play for you and with you? That's what you want. You don't want to play for crap. And if the guy, give him a chance, give him a shot. We did it with every other sport. Why not now?
Yeah,
we did it with the Browns. We did it with Tito. We did it with everybody. Come on. Give the guy a shot. Let him go. Let's see what happens. We don't have LeBron James here to bitch anymore. We don't have any of the big name people here to complain. Let's see what happens. Let's see what
Kevin Love's kind of a big name, but he's also he's kind of like level-headed depending on the day of the week.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with that. But I mean, you don't look the whole coach situation is not going to get fixed by the players by us bitching about him and not giving him a shot. That's a lot of pressure, dude. Believe it or not, these people. They look at the Facebook. They watch this crap. They see what they're saying about him. How hard is it to go to work every day if you're being called a jackass and an idiot? I'm not saying Freddie Kitchens wasn't those things, but how hard is it to go to work?
He was pretty dumb.
He was. But it doesn't help in the season.
Like I couldn't imagine working, I couldn't imagine being a coach for a professional team or an athlete. Waking up, turning on the 4-letter network, and they're just running their mouth about me. Like I can go to my 9-to-5 job and have Sue and whoever whisper about me behind my back.
I don't even like Sue.
Right. But that's fine. Let them whisper, but it's not on national TV being replayed and talking over and over and over by Kerry Champion.
It's a lot of pressure. Oh, wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, before we take a break, I mean, we could always be like Stephen A. Smith. So, I mean, there's always that at the end of the day, but I just look myself in the mirror every day and I go,
shots fired.
I'm not Stephen A. I'm not Colin Coward.
That's what matters.
And
they don't want to be them.
No, they don't. But like that's how I keep on living. But at this time, we're going to take a quick break on the We Like Sports podcast. When we come back, we'll be talking a little bit more about NBA, and then we might jump into some XFL. So stay tuned on the We Like Sports podcast. Riggs, before we do go to break, you want to read about some lube?
I can't find the page about lube, but I am going to read about Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement, 7512 West Ridge Road, Elyria, Ohio. Do you have one home project that you have been dreaming of but never have the time to do, dealing with storm damage?
Yeah.
For all your home improvement needs, Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement is ready to fix it. Contact William for your free estimate at 440-731-4654. That's 440-731-4654. Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement, damn it.
All right. I guess we're going to be taking that break now.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast for...
We Are the Worst, the podcast that brings you the worst stories humanity has to offer.
My name is Maggie Ringy.
And I'm